Welcome to Mr. Fizz. Please do subscribe, because it takes a lot of effort to make a video. Today we will take a look at the 5 most anticipated games of 2021. Number 5. Horizon Forbidden West.
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago.
A sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, one of Sony's most beloved new IPs from the PS4 era, was announced back in June 2020 during PlayStation's exciting E3 conference. Horizon Forbidden West continues to follow Aloy's story, picking up after the events of the first game. Newly emboldened and curious to learn more about the post-apocalyptic world around her, Aloy travels to America's decimated wild frontier, and straight into more danger than ever before. The new western environment takes us to the habitat of imposing new mechanical beasts, including mammoths and alligators, according to the trailer, and will seemingly have a focus on underwater exploration too. Game director Mathijs de Jonge has already promised that the game will feature practically no loading screens, and we'll get to see how the PS5's DualSense pad deals with Aloy's infamous drawstring bow too. The DualSense wireless controller adaptive triggers will help us to make the weapons feel even more unique and satisfying to use, Jonge has stated, and we can't wait to see how that feels. Number 4. Hitman 3.
It was always gonna end like this.
Agent 47 is coming back, and he's packing his suitcase of lethal gadgets for what's pegged as the most intimate and professional contract in his entire career. IO Interactive's Sublime Stealth trilogy reaches its conclusion with Hitman 3, and the stakes have never been higher. Expect to unravel an international conspiracy, travel to some mind-blowing locations, and pull off some fiendishly complicated executions. Trailers and teases so far confirm that we'll be hunting down executive targets in a Dubai skyscraper, an Old English manor, a neon-drenched Chinese city, and more besides. Once you consider the option of importing the past 2 games' locations into the new title, you'll have over 20 playable levels in one game, all brought to life with crisp 4K and in 60 FPS thanks to IO's impressive Glacier engine. An essential purchase for stealth fans. Number 3. Far Cry 6.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell.
Continuing the series' theme of taking place in locations that, just about, skirt the realms of reality, Far Cry 6 takes aim at Cuba. But it's not Cuba, not really, no, this time our protagonist will be freedom fighting in a tropical paradise frozen in time called Yara. Under the rule of dictator Anton Castillo, played by Giancarlo Esposito, if you were curious, Far Cry 6 will apparently be a touch more nuanced in its political views than past releases. Number 2. Halo Infinite.
Okay. If you can hear me in there, I hope you're ready. Please don't die.
Halo Infinite is probably the most highly anticipated Xbox Series X game on Microsoft's slate, despite the controversy that surrounded its development so far. Though the latest game in the iconic Xbox series, which promises to continue the story of stalwart Spartan super soldier Master Chief, has lost some of its key development personnel in recent months, Microsoft is clearly keen to make this the best FPS it can be. To that end, the platform holder has delayed the game indefinitely into 2021. Number 1. God of War, Ragnarok.
The time draws near.
Although exact details are unknown, the game will pick up some time after the events of God of War, which saw the beginning of Ragnarok with the death of Magna, Modi, and Baldur, with both Freya and Thor seeking revenge against Kratos and Atreus.